This segment is brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. They just finished their session up in Baton Rouge. Jessica Domangue, District 53, is back in town, and you got some local issues to take care of. There's some bridges that want your attention. Not that you hadn't had attention. You guys have been working on this for a long time, and actually have been proactive during the session working on these things. So can you give us an update on the bridges?
Absolutely. So I was contacted, I guess it would have been last Tuesday or Wednesday, and my days kind of, melt together at this point. So I was contacted. We were finishing up the legislative session. DOTD called me and said, hey, look, we got to close Boudreaux Canal. And so I went directly to the DOTD headquarters, which happens to be right near the Capitol. Spent the entire day there, met with the directors, tried to figure out and unravel exactly what's going on. There was I believe we spoke about this before, but there was an inspection done of June 2024, and this is the pictures from that inspection. They failed inspection, showing significant deterioration across the entire bridge. And our DOTD over here at Bridge City did not submit the reports to our headquarters, who's in charge of bridges. So when DOTD was made aware of this issue, they said, well, we immediately have to close this. I mean, you can see there's holes that are just huge in this bridge. And I'm just surprised that, someone hasn't gotten severely injured on this bridge and it hasn't fallen down yet. So they are doing the right thing. So for the people of Chauvin and the people who visit Cocodrie, this is not going to be another situation that we had at Robinson Canal. It's not a year and a half out. What we're doing right now is they're going to change out 4 of the I-beams. And so they've already ordered that. DOTD went ahead and did emergency procurement so they can pass those procurement laws. And they've already ordered those beams. They should be in the next week. As soon as they are in, the barge is going to come down. So the people will see a big barge and a crane. They're going to replace those 4 beams. Around July 21st, we will allow light traffic. So any of our big dump trucks, any of our 18-wheelers are all going to have to go around still. I've already spoken to the levee board, and they're planning on using a barge as well to bring all their dirt. They've had to do that in the past, and they're going to do that again as well. This bridge was already set to be replaced in the DOTD schedule. It was set to be replaced in 2026. And we're looking at 4 years for that bridge to be completely rebuilt. The new bridge is going to be next to the old bridge. So that's why we really can't put a temp bridge in, because there's not a lot of room. I mean, you've been there, there's not a lot of land. So we really have to secure the bridge we have now. And so I've spoken with the director, Mr. Glenn Leday. I've spoken to the engineers. They're confident that we'll be able to get this bridge secure.
Traffic will still be able to go down over the 4 years.
Secure, right, exactly. So, I mean, unfortunately, it is summer and it is a high traffic area. However, we're going to be back up and running by July. And I've been in constant contact with them. They know how detrimental having this bridge out even for one day is for the area. So once again, to the people of the area, this is not another Robinson situation where we're going to be out for an extended period of time. It's a slight inconvenience. So that's Boudreaux. And I do have some updates on some other bridges that are out in the district. Unfortunately, District 53 has a lot of bridges out right now. Company Canal Bridge, which is also known as the Berg Bridge, scheduled to be open June 23rd, which is next week.
And that's been a while.
It's been a long time. DOTD and the state knows our frustrations. They also know that this can never happen again. So Company Canal is going to be open June 23rd. Bayou Blue Pontoon Bridge testing, which is at the repair shop, should be complete by now. Other repairs that may delay opening removal to repair, no timeline, but they are looking at the end of August. Dagleville Bridge, which is the bridge that's on the other side of the twin spans. They're at 31% complete. They're currently waiting on steel cables and have an October completion time frame. So those are an update on the state bridges. Now, a lot of people have called me and asked me, what about Dulac? What about the bridges there? Those are all parish bridges. So we're willing to work with the parish if they contact us to help them maybe reach out to our federal delegation to get some more support in that area. I do know, like the Buquet Bridge, it's a FEMA issue that they're waiting for that. The Combine Bridge is out. The Ship Canal Bridge is out. We have some issues on Shrimpers Row. So, once again, we're willing to help in any way we can. They just have to call. I do have an update on Brady Row Bridge. This was a huge source of contention and something we worked on this legislative session. After a couple of years of us working really hard, I'm going to bring home $6 million. So I hope the parish is able to do a groundbreaking immediately on Brady Row Bridge.
Sure. Well, Jessica, we sure appreciate the update. I know y'all had about 59 days in Baton Rouge, and to get this right at the end, I know your session just continued on, right? Well, thank you so much for the update.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bite Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker.